Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're getting ready to start a new project. Now this just got dropped off to us yesterday, so I figured what better opportunity to go ahead and show you exactly what it is that we've got. Now we have not touched this vehicle and just kind of show you, we're going to do a full build on this vehicle as well, kind of like what we've done with our Trans Am. So let's see what we've got here. So there it is. This is a 69 Ford Bronco full cab. Now, again, this is how it was dropped off to us. A little backstory on this particular Bronco. Father and son bought it, was going to do a project with it. They started some of the work on it and lost interest in it for whatever reason, decided to go some different routes and a whole nother vehicle as well. So you can see here what we've got. Now this thing has some damage here on the core support. Up here it's been cut out, looks like with a torch there for some reason. I think it was in a wreck at one point in time here. There's a lot of damage here to this inner wheel well, some repair work there. This is not even attached. There's a lot of damage there on the back side of that wheel well as well. So all of this will be replaced. This inner structure, this wheel well, the core support, all of this is getting replaced. And but I kind of want to do a walk around here and just kind of show you what it is that we've got. You know, this is how a lot of them show up to us. Now we've done some Broncos in the past and we've had some that looked way worse than this, believe it or not. So I think we can pretty much do something with this one here. The floors aren't in just terrible shape. Now the owners did start some of the repairs. They attempted to do rockers and some partial floor pans. Now some of that's not quite up to our standards, so we will go back in and do some repair work on that and kind of finish it up. You can see here there's still some screws holding this one in. There's some welds and stuff missing across here, so a lot of work to do there to kind of finish up what they started. And then we'll go back in and kind of clean up some of the stuff that they have done here as far as the floor pan repair and whatnot. Of course, we still got some holes here to fill in as well. So, but all in all, I know there's still some boxes and glass and stuff back here, but the floor is in pretty decent shape. I was pretty impressed with that. You can see there we've still got some parts and stuff there that was delivered with it. I think that's some door hinges and whatnot there. Again, the original glass. It's not in terrible shape. Now we'll probably go back in and go ahead and sandblast this entire body. You can see here, I don't really know what's going on here, if this is a plastic dip or maybe just a terrible paint job. I don't really know what this is here on the paint on the tailgate, but we're going to go ahead and probably sandblast this, everything on it. I normally don't sandblast the exterior of a vehicle. This one I think I'm going to make an exception because it's already been cut here. So really, we're going to have to go back in and work that anyway. The most of the structure here on the quarter panel is up here in this top area, and I don't think we're going to have to worry about warpage as much there. We do have a new door for this side. We'll probably end up replacing the door for the other side. We do have a new fender for this side. Some stuff that we have, some stuff that we don't. So as it showed up here, we've kind of took some time to kind of go over it and just kind of see what we have, what we don't have, what we need. Go ahead and get those things that we need ordered and get them on the way. But again, I just kind of wanted to give you a video here so you can see what it is that we're starting with. And again, I want to do a full build on this one, similar to what we've done on our Trans Am. So let me walk around here. You can see there we've got some parts here. There's a fender there. That's a passenger fender. Not sure if we're going to salvage that one. We might. But inside here in our wash bay, we do have the frame and chassis. Now these are 37-inch Super Swamper tires. I think a 17-inch wheel. So this thing's going to set up a little bit higher than probably what I personally would like, but we'll see what we can do with it. I think we can turn it out to make a nice vehicle. But still some suspension work to be done there. You can see there's no suspension or steering or anything there on the frame. We've got to finish all that out. We've got the motor and transmission to put in. Again, we're doing a full build. Just kind of giving you a walk around of what we've got and what we've got to start with. Now, again, some work has been done, some hasn't. I think the rear axle and the front axle has had some work done. There's new gears and stuff in there. but I don't think they're 100% buttoned up, so we'll have to address that. Again, front suspension and steering, we'll address that. It's pretty much going to be a full nut and bolt build. We've got parts there. There's a grill leaned up there in the corner. This side, there's a dashboard, a new door, a new fender, boxes of brake lines. There's some parts and stuff there for the brakes, old motor mounts, brackets and stuff for the power steering. There's motor mounts and body mounts. There's a new gas tank. Again, a list of some stuff that the owner has and stuff that we still need. So again, just kind of giving you a walk around here. It does have disc brakes all the way around. That's already been done. So I think the end goal here, as far as paint on the body, we're doing a boxwood green and a Wimbledon white top with a brown interior. So pretty neat color combination. You see them a lot. The boxwood green will be a first one for us. We've done the Brittany blue. We've done a yellow, pale yellow. I can't remember the exact color on it. Then we've done a white full custom Bronco as well. So this one will be kind of a lot different. Be a lot taller than the other ones that we've built. So, but I think we can do something with it and make it turn out. So again, one of the first things that we're going to do to this body, we're going to go ahead and finish disassembling it, which as you've seen a while ago, we don't have a lot of work to do to disassemble it. It's pretty much already disassembled. We're going to pull the top off. It's just kind of bolted down temporarily. We'll pull both doors off, set those to the side, finish stripping down everything here on the firewall, this box here, the accelerator bracket, and get any kind of other bracketry or whatever off here that we need. We'll get this thing prepped for Sandblaster, and we'll get that set up with him, get him to come down and see if he can get this thing down to bare metal, and then we can jump in and start in with all the metal work. So we just got in a rather large order from Tom's Bronco, or Tom's Off-Road. So this is most of the parts that we're going to be needing for the Bronco. There's a variety of parts. Should be interior parts, some steering parts, body panels, just a mixture of everything here. So let's go ahead and get this uncrated. We're going to take everything out, inventory it, and see what all we've got here. So as you can see here, we've got quite a few parts and pieces, wide variety of parts. A lot of this is, there's rubbers, seals, gaskets, interior parts, pieces, headlights, tail lights, switches, knobs, you name it. Over here we have our complete seats. We have front seats, rear seats, fender flares, fiberglass flares. We have a Flaming River steering column, mirrors, a brand new door, dash pad, fender and structure there. We had a new fender over there and door frames over there on that side. So like I said, this was just a lot of parts and pieces. Now I've got to go through here, finish unboxing everything, do a checklist, make sure everything got shipped, and make sure everything's in inventory. So we've got our work cut out for us, but hey, it's a start. So we was able to get our Bronco body sandblasted over the weekend, and did get a little bit of surface rust or flash rusting there. But I've had Troy in here this morning. He has been sanding down on the quarters, getting everything prepped and ready for some epoxy primer. So no real surprises other than what we already knew. Well, we do have some damage here that we've got to go back in and repair, where the owners has tried to do some repair work here to the floor pans on both sides. We'll get all that fixed up. But the only really big issue that we found, and it's not really any issue, is there was a little damage there on this lower quarter panel. But overall, that's not terrible. All the floors inside the bed area, all the inner fenders back here on the back, it's all in really good shape. The tailgate, not sure on it if we're going to salvage it. It does have a good bit of damage back here on this bottom section. It's kind of bowed out here, so don't know. We may can repair that, or we'll look at, if we can't, we'll see about replacing it. But I think we can cut a section out and then repair that and fix it. So on the back here, we've got the holes here for the spare tire carrier. We're going to weld those up. We're not going to put the spare tire carrier back on it. But so far, like I said, no real surprises. We did find a little bit of rust up here on the cowl underneath the vent here, but we can fix that as well. And then we will be changing out the core support and this inner fender and stuff here on the passenger side. So they all start somewhere, and this is where we're starting with this one. So as you can see here, we've got the Bronco body moved over into the paint shop. Troy's been quite busy here sanding all the sandblasted metal here that we're going to keep, and I want to go ahead and put a good coat of Tamco epoxy on here just to keep it from flash rusting again, get it all protected while we're working on it. It's the summer here in North Mississippi, so we have a lot of humidity, so we try to cover up bare metal as quick as we can. You can see there we got everything on the inside of the bed primed. We've done a good job with all that. And like I said, the bed floor is in really good shape, other than a little pitting back here. Nothing major back here. In pretty good shape. So moving over here, we did go ahead and do some cutting here since we left off. We said earlier there that the owners and stuff had tried to do some floor pans and stuff in here, and not really talking about their work, but it kind of speaks for itself here of what they've done. And I'm not really just looking at welds here. There's a little bit more to it, and I can explain that a little bit better. So in order to kind of go back in and repair this, and we've talked about doing a bed-lined floor, which I think we're going to do lizard skin in here on the floor and no carpet, and then maybe just do some really nice floor mats. So being as we're going to do that, and the floor is going to be our finished product, it's what you're actually going to see. We want it to look really good, and we also have to make sure that it's structurally sound. With this side here, we're going to go ahead and change out the floor pans. We're going to do floors, firewall, transmission tunnel, A-posts, and new kick panels. So basically everything up here except for our upper seat platform, we're going to cut out and replace. This A-pillar here on the passenger side, you can see it's pretty crusty down here at the bottom. So we're going to go ahead and change it out. There's a lot of rust there. We have rust up here at the top. So we're going to go ahead and just replace it. It's all got to come off anyway to get in here to our kick panel. We've got rust up here in our upper cowl up here, so we're going to go ahead and change it out as well when we're doing our dash, or not our dash, but our firewall. So one of the issues with the floor pans, when they put them in, they didn't quite get them lined up where they needed to be. Hopefully you can see there, you can see how they cut the firewall and didn't quite get everything lined up. So I can show you here on the driver's side kick panel a little bit better. So this side here, if you follow the factory spot welds, which is here, and it comes all the way down, this is your firewall area, and your toe board would have been spot welded in here. So we have a little bit of rust right there, but this is where they actually welded the new floor pans in, and that's about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches up taller than where the floors really need to be, or where they should be. They didn't quite get them down where they need to be. So in order to fix all of that, all of this has got to come back out, and we can clean this up and make it look way better. And as you can see there, more evidence there how the holes and stuff doesn't line up. This whole area there, this toe board should have been down about another 2 inches. So, like I said, in order to fix it, sometimes you just got to cut it out and start over. Hopefully, we're going to be able to salvage this inner rocker here on this side. Hopefully. Both A-posts, this one here as well, it's got bolts broke. All 3 bolts for the fender broke off in here, and that's not an issue really. But we do have rust down here again, down lower. All this is messed up here, all the way up this edge here. You can see rust between the A-pillar and the inner kick panel. So we're going to change all that stuff out. Like I said, it's a little bit more work than we was really wanting to do, but the end result will be way better. So, unfortunately, that threw a little bit of a wrench in our plans, and so we just have got all those new parts and stuff ordered to get all that fixed. And so while we're waiting on that, we are going to go ahead and get started on some of our metal work. We've got some work back here that we can do to our quarters. We can weld up all of our holes here for our where our spare tire carrier was at. And then we've got a little bit of repair work to do here to the quarter. They kind of oversized that, the cutout from where our flares that we're going to use. So we got to add a little piece of metal back in there for that on both sides. So that kind of stuff there we're going to go ahead and be working on. And so next video we'll pick back up. We'll be cutting out some floors, cutting truck apart. Hopefully we're going to do this pretty strategically and just do it kind of piece by piece as we can, so nothing kind of moves around. We're going to really try to brace it up as best we can, and hopefully not cut it apart where we can't salvage it back. So we've done this a time or two, so shouldn't be no big deal really. But anyway, that's where we're going to leave this one at. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Hey, we've got a lot more coming on this one. We've just now getting started on it. So if you're interested in Broncos, just tune back in next week, and there'll be a lot more going on. So, hey, guys, we appreciate it, and we'll catch you on the next one.